Hey everybody, this is Don with Wizard Tower Games and Wizard Con, and we are here to talk a little bit about what is going on with Wizard Con, what the purpose of the delay is, what happened. We're going to answer questions. We're going to sit here and basically we're trying to be as proactive and open and transparent as possible. The chat is wide open, so if you have any questions or comments, you're happy to drop them in there. We're going to be trying to address a lot of information tonight to try to, as the old saying goes, just make this as simple as possible. Now, first of all, you're going to notice there's a number down below scrolling across the bottom of the screen. That is the hotel's number. The hotel is not hiding from this, and neither are we. The hotel has been 100% supportive of this, and I want to emphasize at the very beginning that basically what caused this, and I'm just going to say it right out front, is an incident happened that did not involve the hotel and it did not involve WizardCon. However, it caused WizardCon to have to be delayed. The hotel has been absolutely outstanding in this. The general manager, she has been outstanding, and the event coordinator, Nat, has been absolutely outstanding and supportive. They are in no way at fault for this. They are in no way the reason for this, and neither are we. There was, like I said, a separate event that happened that caused us to have to move our convention. Now, I see we have a pretty large group of people looking at our live right now. Again, if we're going to start addressing certain things one by one, so if you have a question, please drop it in chat, and we're happy to sit there and answer it. Now, as far as what's going on with WizardCon, WizardCon is being rescheduled for October. That's the most opportune time we could do it because the summer is the busy convention schedule, et cetera, busy weddings, that type of thing. So right now it's set for October 16th, 17th, and 18th. We are going to tomorrow call the venue and bump it back one weekend because thank you to Kim George in Wisconsin. She pointed out to me that the 16th, 17th, and 18th is Gamehole Con.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yes, and I don't want to step on another convention's toes by doing this. So we're going to go ahead tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, we'll make an announcement on the WizardCon's Facebook page with the new date, and so expect that to be the 9th, 10th, and 11th of October.
Yeah, and when Don updates it on his site, I'll put it as a post on the channel's post section.
Yeah, real quick, the gentleman who are with me is Eric Tenkar from Tenkar's Tavern. He's a game vlogger and a supporter of us. He was coming to the convention. Down below is author Stephen Lake. He was also planning to come to the game convention. Question here from Taco Loco. Taco Loco, gotcha. How's Glenn doing? Glenn came home today happily. I talked to Glenn on the phone.
Yay.
He is in high spirits, and Glenn is looking forward to coming to WizardCon now. Glenn, for those you don't know, had a brain tumor emergency come up and had a brain surgery literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's coming home.
Yeah, so if you're going to blame anybody, blame the gods because they wanted Glenn
to come to WizardCon.
And he wasn't going to be able to do it at this rate. But now it will happen.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Now, we've already covered the new date. Now, there's certain specifics that I want to cover here that's extremely important. Studio basically said, I'm sorry to hear this is so close to the convention date. Believe me, Studio BD Productions, we were very, very sorry this happened, and so was the hotel. But there was just no way around it. The Ever Haunted is asking about what's going to be protocol for VIP badge reimbursement. We're going to get to that. So we're going to get to all of this in this video, kind of like one thing at a time. So basically, we got the new date. Essentially what's happening here is this. We reached out to all vendors today, and all special guests have already been notified. We sent a mass email out to vendors notifying all vendors of this. There is one vendor out there that we cannot get a hold of. because he never left a phone number or an email on his order. So I'm going to try to reach out to him. He did vendor booth 13. So we're going to try to reach him via his business name and or his name on Facebook. Now, for some of you, just to let you know, for some of you that have hotel reservations, this is extremely important to understand. By Wednesday midnight, if you have called in and you got the special rate on the hotel and you have a hotel reservation, you can call the hotel and simply just say, I want to either do one of two things. You can say, I just want to cancel my reservation. Your card will not be charged. Or you can say, I want to bump my reservation to the new date, and they will simply push your reservation to the new date. Um, Real quick, Cantankerous Court says, I've not gotten the email yet. I emailed you. I will double check that because you should have an email, Cantankerous Court. I also want to real quickly kind of cover something that was brought up by somebody in Facebook about the venue. This has nothing to do with the venue. There's no problems at the venue. There's no disaster at the venue. There's nothing like that. This was an extraneous event that had nothing to do with the venue or us. However, due to what happened, we were forced to reschedule. So the venue and us are kind of like victims in this. So, again, the venue has no problems. They've been great. The general manager and the event coordinator has been absolutely stellar. I'm blessed to have them working with me. DM and friends, how you doing? Intercity Games, Chris. Yeah, WizardCon is being canceled. We had to bump it into October. We're kind of going through it tonight. Battle Bobble says, I was about to pay for my booth today and saw the Facebook post, did not get that email either. Real quick, I can just do something real quick. We did send an email out. And we also sent an email out via Facebook or Gmail because certain things are not, Cantankerous Cord. I'm not going to say your email in full, but does it end with the word Duke? Because if it did, we sent it to you via Gmail. So that's what I had. I was pulling emails out of the emails that were in the shopping cart that were purchased. Intercity Games, yeah, and that's basically how we're handling this. We weren't going to cancel the event. Instead, we just rescheduled it, and the venue has been very, very open and honest. Brian Pappendex was the event incident. We're not going to discuss that. It's not a legality issue. No, nothing like that. There's no IP issue, nothing like that. It was just an extraneous event. That's about the best I can go into. That was not the venue was not at fault for it, and neither were we, but we kind of got pulled into it. So we kind of sat down with him in the conference room today. Mr. Lake below me was involved directly via telephone, and we got it worked out, and we have rescheduled to October. I know it's ambiguous, people, and I know people like to have solid answers, but you know what? We're resetting the event. The Ever Haunted says, if we keep the rooms booked for this weekend, do we still get the discounted rates? Okay. If you call the hotel by Wednesday, and you have to call them by Wednesday because you don't want your card charged, what they'll do is they'll bump you to the following WizardCon, and you will get the special rate still. So they're not going to upcharge you. So tomorrow, if you have a hotel reservation, call the hotel. Just tell them you want to book it to the next WizardCon, and you'll maintain the same rate, no extra money.
But now, I don't know. Or the question, if they still go to the hotel this weekend and make a vacation of it, do they keep the discounted rate for this weekend?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So if you just go to the hotel this weekend and you want to spend a weekend in Battle Creek, they'll just charge your card for the special rate amount.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, but use the rooms this weekend. Yeah, you're going to get the discounted rooms. And Inner City Game Design. Yes, Chris. I believe it's being bumped to the following weekend.
Yep. Scott Mulder says I'll be there at the new schedule event, working behind registration table. Yep. Scott Mulder helps us. He's a great guy. Totally Gaming got the email. Good. Okay, real quick regarding. Okay, Cantankerous Korg. I will reach out to you directly on Facebook then. Okay, under my personal account, Don Samora. Um, Now, look, if you are a vendor at the event, um, you're definitely affected by this. So you have a couple different choices here. What we're willing to do is we can just roll over your vendor table for the 9th, 10th, and 11th of October, or you can utilize your vendor table registration for WizardCon 3 in April 2027. Um, that's what we're trying to mitigate the best to try to be fair to everybody. We're not canceling people's tables. We're not telling people you're not welcome or anything like that. Basically, it's your choice how you want to do that. Um, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and send it to me via Facebook, and I'll send you a copy of the email. Um, right now, the October date is originally we set for today 16th, 17th, 18th, but we're going to drop it to the 9th, 10th, and 11th because there's another game convention in Wisconsin. And again, thank you, Kim George. Um, she's the be all know all the game cons. She goes to them all.
Yes.
So Kim, basically, I was talking to her today, and she was good enough to say, "Hey Don, are you aware that the 16th, 17th, 18th is Game Hole Con?" And I was like, "Oh wow, I don't want to step on their toes." So we're going to reach out to the venue tomorrow. I believe one or two members of the venue are in the live stream, not watching. So just let you know, I'm reaching out to you tomorrow to go ahead and bump it down to the 9th, 10th, and 11th because I don't want to step on another venue. Tried calling you today at 4:30. You guys are both gone. Ever haunted? If we use rooms this weekend anyway, I mean, yes. They'll just charge your thing. Yeah. Wait a minute. 15th to the 18th. Yeah. So they're doing an even longer con. They're doing a 4-day con. Bless their heart. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm not brave enough for that.
Ever haunted says, "Hell or high water, I'm rolling dice somewhere this weekend."
There you go.
Hi, Malia. Yeah, Malia here is one of my authors. She wrote a great book, and her book is going to be on our new website. Buy it. It's great. It's a fantasy book. Steve, she writes kind of like a kind of cool fantasy involving wolves and such, and your kind of thing, the human animal, lycanthropy, that type of thing. Steve's a big fan of that type of stuff. He likes kind of like adding the animals in his books and everything. Inner City Games says IGD will help. Chris, I really appreciate that. The big thing is spread the word about WizardCon if you can, and I'll give you a bump on the phone this week. Maybe later on this week we can talk a little bit. I'd be happy to take any help you want to give. Yep, exactly. So basically, how are we handling people with badges and such? VIP badges. I want to address this real quick. VIP badge holders get a little something extra than normal people. They get a T-shirt. They get a limited edition module. We've already have ordered everybody's shirts. So what we'd like to do with VIP badge holders is to send you your shirts and your module, and also if you want your vendor badge, and your ticket will still be good for either the October show convention or the 2027 convention VIP level. We'll keep that. Same thing with ticket holders. Anybody has a ticket, your ticket is good for either the 2027 date for WizardCon 3 or the October date. You can use it for either one. We're trying to be fair with everybody and mitigate the impact on us because this is a setback for us. I mean, I know it's a letdown for a lot of people, but also it's affected us because we have to do a lot of shifting. We have to do a lot of kind of juggling and such. But I saw, and again, I want to address this. I think it's really important. I saw a couple comments on Facebook that were alluding that there was a problem at the hotel. That is absolutely categorically false. The hotel has been stellar. And again, the general manager and the event coordinator, Nat, absolutely top of the line people. They were right on it with me today. We sat down, we worked on it, we worked through it. We involved, like I said, Steve down below, and we got through the issue. Again, it had nothing to do with the hotel, oddly, and nothing to do with us, oddly. But this incident that happened has affected us both. And again, I understand people's need and desire to get a direct answer and something more precise, and I really like to give it to you. But we're just going to simply say WizardCon is being rescheduled. It's beyond anybody's control. So, any more questions in the comments or anything like that? We have a lot of people in the live right now. Happy to answer your questions and comments about WizardCon. If not, then we'll make it short and sweet. Ever Hunter says letting us roll over VIP badges is a great move. Appreciate that for next year. Yeah, you can use that now to keep this clarified. You can use your VIP badge in October if you want. Or if you want to use it for the 2027 show, you can use it for that. We're trying to give as much flexibility as possible to our VIP badge holders, but also all of our ticket holders. Now, tomorrow, I will be sending a mass email out to all of the badge holders who purchased a badge to let everybody know who maybe has not seen the Facebook posts or not seen the live stream here. But Scott Mulder says, well, at least I have a couple months to refine RPG Colony Crawl a little bit more. Yes, you do. For those who don't know, Scott Mulder, if you were here at last year's WizardCon, Scott Mulder is the guy who keeps me straight, sat next to me. He helped us with the convention. He is the all-around good guy and really helps us a lot. Without him, we couldn't have WizardCon. He's a great guy. Real quick, Brian Pepinick says, how will you manage the change for VIP badges from 26 to 27 con? Not available for the planned October date. What we will do is we will just track who used their badge in October, and your badge will be modified for the 2027 show. But if you are a badge collector, let me know, and I'll send you your badge anyway, so you have a cool badge. So at least for
group collector's item, actually.
Yes.
So how many VIP badge holders do we have for WizardCon?
We have 31.
All right. So listen, I'm kicking off an open table with my YouTube channel next week. It's not broadcast, but my members get the first 3 slots. Subscribers get the next 2. There's 1 slot a week. The time and day will change. But if Don gives me a list of you all, probably an email list, if you can opt in, I'll include you. I'll include the VIP members in the mix for that 6th slot. We first come, first serve. But I'll be doing this weekly for the most part. Yep. It's going to be a BX, and it's going to be an open table. So there'll be 3 hours of gaming each week. I'm just trying to give a little perk to those that may feel a little down in the dumps. So,
well, for those of you who don't know, the man sitting right here, his name is Eric Tenkar. He runs Tenkar's Tavern. Eric is one of the most highly respected OSR vloggers and bloggers. Eric, how long have you been a blogger in the OSR? 20 years?
No, like 15, 16.
Oh, only 15. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
he's low time.
But seriously, it's BX, but you can use OSC Essentials. Really, you could get the OSC Basic Essentials for free if you want to download them. It's no investment, but I'd like to bring people in, and if you like old school gaming, it should be fun. Again, once a week, the day and the time will change weekly because it's an open table. Yeah. But I'll try to include the VIPs in the mix.
Thank you, Eric. Well, I'll send you that list.
Yeah. We didn't discuss this ahead of time, by the way.
No, we did not. Eric is just offering this because he's a hell of a nice guy. DM and Friends asked, definitely know how I can help. If you want to help WizardCon, when we get, and by the way, we are going to go back to tabletop events as much as I don't want to, so we have a little bit more of an easier.
You got to hold your nose when he's doing it.
I know. As Jim Kitchen said, praise the man. Jim Kitchen set me straight. That's right. So I needed it, but it'll be easier to sign up and do that type. So DM and Friends, how can you help? When we get the new date set up, which I'll have it all set up by this week, share it. That's the best thing you can do for us is share the convention link and help us spread the word about WizardCon. So maybe we can have more people show up. You know, no problem. You are good for 2027. You do not worry about that. Jeff Panucci says Scott's amazing. Yes, he is. Malia, thank you. Yeah, we're just trying to make this work for people. Malia was going to be at the convention with her new book, Blood Moon Rising. You know, she'll definitely be there in October, probably with book 2, probably by then.
Well, I'm about to say that. Yeah, you know.
Yep. Yeah, Eric's a really good guy. Really, really good guy. Good friend of mine. Bad Mike says everyone used tabletop events. It sucks, but the industry standard, unfortunately. Yep. We'll have to wait and see.
Kind of like 5e.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, snap.
Whoa,
Eric, come on.
Did I say that? Them fight. Listen. Just, I was called the old man shouting out clouds because I dared to compare old school gaming to modern gaming. I should only talk about what I like, not what I dislike. But I'm an old man. So.
Yeah, DM and friends, thank you very much for offering to share it. We'll have the new link up by the weekend, and I'll send it over to you. Again, thank you very much. Brian Pepedick says, for people that signed up to run a game that can no longer come to the con in October, how can that be managed or canceled? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to bump it to tabletop events. So basically, when the October show comes up, it'll be a blank slate for event-wise. So people will be able to enter their games, and you'll be able to see the games properly. So if you are not coming to the con in October and you can come in 2027, you just simply will not add your game to the new link and everything. Yes, that includes vendor signups, but the vendor signups, this is what's going to happen is you're going to let me know, like as an example, Battle Baubles, what we'll do is we'll create a free table, and I'll give you the link to that directly so you can go ahead and link to it and grab the table. So it'll be fine. You'll have your same table number, your same table ID. It's the same setup as this. As the October show will be the same setup as this show. It's the same location, same place, same everything. So we'll get it worked out. Jeff Panucci says, I was scheduled to run a game. I can't make October. I'll email. Will do. Thank you, Jeff. Rob Conley from Bat in the Attic Games says, is going to be there with Northern Marches. Bummer. Yep. Rob Conley owns Bat in the Attic Games. Go over to RPG Market. Is that RPG Market?
No, drive through RPG.
Drive through RPG. That's right. And go ahead, go to drivethroughrpg.com. Search for Bat in the Attic Games. This guy down below, Rob Conley from Bat in the Attic Games, he is a master model or map maker.
Listen, if you want to sample Rob's works for free, Black Marsh is a free hex crawl / sandbox. It is amazing. It is an OSR classic, and you can get the PDF for nada. So grab it. It's worth it.
Yeah, Ava Hunter, you can call it 1.5. I'm fine with that. Dreg says, Case of the Missing March is a great solo module. Yes, it is. Scott says, I'll still be hosting my Goblinoid game, Starship and Spaceman 2 game on Saturday night. Truck with the serial numbers, files off, BX style rules. Nice,
Scott.
Yep. Use both. Yep. You know, hey, if you're a 1.5 lover, you're an AD&D lover, BX, 5e, whatever. I mean, that's what WizardCon is. I mean, we're not strictly OSR. I mean, if you play 5e, if you do Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, you're welcome to come. It's tabletop games, period. So, like I said, again, I appreciate everybody who has been in the live stream. We appreciate the positivity and the support. Again, this was not expected. This happened very, very quickly. And again, the hotel has been absolutely stunningly outstanding. It had nothing to do with them, and oddly, nothing to do with us. I know it's ambiguous, but Steve, was it weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. So Terry R says Black Marsh, fantastic base setting. Yes. So we're going to end the live right now. Again, we appreciate everything. I'm going to be doing constant updates this week as to getting the new dates situated. It will be the 9th, 10th, and 11th because earlier when I met with the venue, October is pretty much opened up. So, Caslo Baker says, just popping in. What did I miss? We're talking about the cancellation of WizardCon and the moving of it to October. You're feel free to kind of watch the stream because it's going to be on.
It'll fill you in on what's going on.
Yeah. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Don with WizardCon. I am with Eric Tenkar from Tenkar's Tavern, author Stephen Lake. Again, check out the Facebook page for WizardCon. We're going to be doing constant updates this week just to make sure that everybody is fully in the loop. And we created this live because, again, I wanted to be as transparent, the ability to answer questions as possible for everybody because y'all deserve it. And we appreciate the support. So this is Don from WizardCon with Eric Tenkar from Tenkar's Tavern, Stephen Lake, and we will see